Hello and welcome to the Finance Magnates Africa Summit 2026. I'm here with Kabelo Mathapo, Business Development Manager at Vantage Markets, and we're talking about trading in Africa and the growing business market here and trading market here. Nice to meet you. Thanks for coming. Thanks for having us here.
Definitely, it's a pleasure being here. I'm grateful for being here, actually.
Well, it's so great to have Vantage here, a growing broker that's so well established in Africa. Let's talk about the landscape in Africa right now. There's been so much growth and interest in trading. How have you seen it just in the last year or two?
Well, essentially in the last year or two, I've seen such significant growth in the trading space, right? We've seen how big the Fintech space is growing as well. So it's not just trading as a platform, the Fintech space as a whole. And this is why we at Vantage are here to establish ourselves and put in that footprint to say to traders, as big as the community is growing, we are ready to welcome you all and onboard you in that big magnitude, because that's how big Vantage is on having individuals come in. We are going to teach people coming in. We have educational platforms. So whether you are a beginner, you're intermediate, or you're advanced, Vantage is the home for any specific trader coming into the environment right now.
Right, we're seeing such an interest in trading here. They're lined up out the door. The event's just starting here. What do traders want when they are first looking for a broker or first entering into the space?
That's a fantastic question. I actually like that you asked that question, right? So what people prefer coming into a space when you're looking for a broker, number one, you want a broker that's reliable for you. A broker that's gonna secure your money, number one, and pay you out when you do make those profits at the end of the day. So that's what traders look for. We need transparency. They need a broker that's reliable, and that is going to be there for the long term, because we've seen brokers come and go in the industry, and it's always a big concern, especially in our industry. Hence, we even have so heavily regulated in South Africa. You need to have your FSP licensing when you're in South Africa, right? So this is where, as a trader coming in, you want to have a broker that's there for you, back you up, give you clear transparency, and straight up from the bat, you know exactly what you're signing up for, be it the spreads, be it your commissions, be it your asset classes that you're trading. You need to know what you're doing and when you're doing it.
Well, I absolutely love that feeling of taking money away out of the broker, like removing your deposits and, every month make a habit of it, and that makes a winning trader. I want to talk about fintech and mobile trading now.
Yes.
We've seen such a mobile-first trading, brokers really developing mobile, making it smooth, making it work, and also integrating it with fintech. How has Vantage succeeded in that?
Well, I'd say Vantage is a step ahead of the competition, a step ahead in the tech space, right? Because what we've done, we've seamlessly integrated already our platform on mobile apps. So we have one of the best current, smoothest mobile trading app. And we've actually went a step further, because we've seen that traders actually like using a platform called TradingView. So we already integrated our trading systems on TradingView, because that's a platform most traders go to for their analysis and so forth. So we have had a seamless integration with TradingView, which is something I believe is already a step ahead, not most people are doing already. Additionally, on top of that, we've created a new trading platform of our own. So if we don't want to use a traditional MetaTrader 4 or 5, we can seamlessly use the you can still use the website version of Vantage Markets, and that day on its own is game changing. If you want to use TradingView as well, like most traders use, that there's also 100 as well.
Well, and with regards to fintech, I find Africa is so far ahead in terms of integrating payments with trading. I think in a lot of parts of the world where I am, there's a hard line there. And how have you succeeded in doing that, and what's the reception been?
That's an excellent question. Actually, so how we've done it, we have localized ourselves as a brand. That's the first thing we did. We understood that localizing and having payment gates for local people is always the best thing to do, right? We have our standard traditional banks in South Africa, like your First National Bank, your Capitec Bank, the Nedbank. We took that to integrate into our system, so all our clients come in don't have any problems. So it's smooth transactions when they come in. And to make things even better, we've created our own card as well. So you as a trader, you get your own digital card that you can use and tap and swipe any single way within South African region. So when you make profits today, we get sent them to your trading account, which you have a physical card, which we call the V card. You can take that card and spend it like you normally spend on your bank account, and literally reflects. So I think that is the best invention we've had when it comes to payments.
I really think it is. There are, I think, the biggest trading firms, the biggest banks in New York and in the world would love to have that. Even 10 years from now, they'd love to have that sort of ecosystem that works that way. So, it's just a fantastic process. And I think that what goes along with that is trust and transparency. For someone to be your broker and your bank at the same time, or your payment solution, how did you approach to building that credibility and that trust?
How we got there, 15 years of experience. That's all I can say. We've been in the industry for 15 years. So being in the industry for 15 years, you get to know where to go, which routes to take, and how to grow the brand out there. Because it comes with years of experience. You learn, you understand, you build, you grow, you listen to your community, you listen to what the people want. At the end of the day, we're here to serve the people, we're here to serve the trader. So how you manage to grow ourselves is that we actually value the feedback we get from our clients. When the clients say, hey, we are seeing a gap or market in this space, would you guys be able to fill that up for us? We actually do take all of that and we create something that works out for the client at every single integration point. We literally look for the client.
And here, just being here, I mean, you're out in the community, people can meet you here, live education or some of the things that you do, and how does that reverberate, those sort of things?
So, usually online, you never get that sense of connection with either your mentor or your educator or your analysis. So now being in a space like this, you get to see the face behind the screen, shake hands with the individual, hear the voice that you're always hearing when it's time to log in at a specific time. When a team calls comes in, you get to meet me physically, you get to meet the team. So you know that these are actual real people that actually I'm dealing with on a bigger scale. It's not just an online perspective. As much as, yes, we've digitalized things, but then being able to sit down, meet that person, interact with them physically, just creates a better transparency bond, and it builds a rapport. So the client feels more comfortable, the client feels more easy. And that's what we want. We want our clients to always have that peace of mind knowing I'm with a broker that's reliable, a broker that's transparent, and a broker that's very honest with everything. And they also regulated and have their licensing in order. And that's what we thrive for as Vantage Markets.
Congratulations on that. I want to talk about the future of trading in Africa. We talk like payments, you're ahead. So what are you seeing in terms of interest from traders in Africa, or demand for products? And just the arc of trading right now, and what's hot and what people are looking to invest in and trade in.
Well, in terms of future, right, I'd say, Jen, I'd like to see us move more into a bigger fintech or rather more digital space, whereby trading is literally at the snap of your finger, where you don't have to go through so much, walls and barriers, especially with everything happening in the world with the wars and everything. It's creating barriers, nations are dividing. So some assets are being closed down. You can't trade certain assets because, everything that's kind of going on. So I want to see the future of trading be a smooth integration for everybody in the world, not just as Africa as a whole. As much as, yes, we are focusing on Africa right now, we want to see a seamless integration of the whole entire world, where I can say, Adam, wherever you are, just log into the platform and I'm seeing, a good trend on gold. Go for it. And you make money on your end of the world. I make money. Literally all having the best opportunity in life. So that's the future I think for trading. I want seamless integration for every single individual in the world. No restrictions. People are allowed to trade because some countries cannot trade. And imagine not having the ability to have access to the financial markets. That there is something on its own that is so far difficult. So if we can break barriers like that, if we can take our digital footprint as Vantage Markets to talk to governments and allow people to actually have that seamless integration to trade, that would be the biggest achievement for the future as a brand.
And what about in crypto? What are you seeing in terms of demand for, there's a lot of talk about crypto here, you're big in crypto, about different coins and growth in the industry.
So there is a big demand in crypto. Crypto is a growing space, we cannot ignore it. There is coins coming up, we cannot ignore it. So having something backed by an asset like gold itself, for example, having a crypto coin backed by gold, that should be the direction we're looking in. Because as Africa, we are rich in minerals. So if we can already take our minerals, back them up with coins and have a stable coin that we can start using as our own digital footprint and currency, we definitely start seeing massive barriers in the new trend of crypto and coins as well.
I mean, something like that, you back it with gold, you could almost defeat inflation or protect yourself from inflation.
100%.
And something, if you integrate it with payments, it's all right there and essentially a one-step process. So it's wonderful. For someone discovering Vantage for the first time, what would you like them to understand about your brand and about the company itself?
Wow. So if I was to meet Vantage the first time I met it, how I did, I'd say this has been an amazing journey. Because number one, you get to understand that this is a broker that's been rooted for 15 years. So we've been in the industry for years on end. So we understand the back end of literally the trading space itself. And I want them to also essentially understand that it is a broker that is partnered and backed by a heavy brand itself that prides itself in fastness and execution in championships, which is Ferrari. So having a sponsorship and a partnership with Ferrari just speaks volumes about the brand and how we take ourselves. Because we look at Ferrari status, we all know luxury brand, we all know fast-paced, they are champions, winner mentality. So that's what I would want people to know about Vantage, that we are here to win. We have that mentality, we have that drive, we have that thrive, and we always want to succeed with you as the trader.
That's wonderful. Thanks so much for joining us here. It's a pleasure getting to know you. And
pleasure to meet you too, Adam. It's
wonderful.
Amazing. Glad we had this chat. Thank you for having me. And yeah, all the best for the future. And I say, let's take it to the world.
Wonderful.
Fantastic.